Okay, today we're going to talk about AI visibility and market risk audit. If AI misrepresents your brand, you don't lose traffic, you lose decisions. So customers are using large language models to give them more information in order to make better decisions. If you misrepresent it, or if you're not there, then you simply lose out in that decision-making process. So how do you establish your baseline? So what you do is you type in the following. Go to Chat GPT, open it up in incognito mode. In other words, don't be logged in as you usually are, and type in who is, and then in the place of that brackets, type in your brand name. And simply read how Chat sees you. The same with Grok, Gemini, and so on. And the next question you ask them in a separate one, don't continue, close it, open up a new one and type in, what does your brand do? Like, can Chat explain to you what your brand does? Then the next one is, what business problem does your brand solve for? And then lastly, who is your brand products and services ideally for? This is your baseline of trying to figure out how ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, Claude interprets your business and your brand. Once you have this baseline, then the other audit parts will fall into play. So let's do an AI visibility and market risk audit. Questions you can ask is, why did inbound traffic suddenly soften even though rankings look fine? Were AI systems currently sourcing answers in your category? Why are competitors being recommended within large language models instead of you? Which parts of our business is visible to AI? And what revenue exposure does this create within the next 12 to 4 months? Other questions you can ask is, are you being represented correctly when AI answers for your category? What risks are we exposed to if we're wrong or invisible? And who understands this before it becomes obvious? AI discovery architecture and LLM-ready endpoints, entity layers, and answer formats. So let's go into that. Large language models don't list pages like Google traditionally did. They pull it from multiple sources, compare claims and sentiment, weigh credibility, extract then facts, and then synthesize it in a concise single answer. Instead of, here are 10 blue links, large language models deliver, here are the top 3 best options, and here's the reasons why. So most brands are structured for SEO rankings, visual storytelling, campaign pages, and human persuasion. They are not structured for machine extraction and recombination. LLMs prioritize structured data, that's schema, JSON, machine readable endpoints. I've got a deck that explains that in details. They're also structured and prioritized for frequently asked questions in a decision-ready language. Reviews with structured metadata, comparative pages, clear positioning statements, authoritative signals, and cross-source consistency. So the AI struggles to know who you are, understand what you're best at, compare you against alternatives, pull your data cleanly, and cite you confidently. If your brand is not easily extractable, comparable, and verifiable, it won't be included in LLMs like Chat, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, and Grok. So here's the type of things that you need to do. In a very high-level view, technically, you need to have a robot.txt file. This tells robots what they can do and can't do. Think of it as a gateway. When you enter an office area and you enter security, they'll tell you you can park here, you can't park here, you need to go to that office, then do this. That's kind of what robot.txt files and sitemaps are doing. There are blockers on robot.txt file. And so you need to allow certain robots, like a chat robot, a GPT robot, to enter your site and go somewhere. And you can disallow certain harmful robots. Once you've told the robot where to go to, you can tell them, go to this file. This file is a JSON file. It can be an AI company file. And you'll find more information about our company name, mission, vision, contact details, locations, branch details, contact numbers, that type of thing. Then you have explicit rules. We've covered that allow or say no to robots. You've got an AI sitemap. That AI sitemap will tell robots where the files or the content is that you want it to read. There's schema markup, and this is mainly for products, can be services, but mainly for products. And then you've got JSON files. These are packets of files with information that LLMs can easily read. And it's about products and FAQs and companies and comparisons and charts and things like that. Right. So this is a kind of a technical look at an audit. Then there are category questions and dominance. Those are mostly commercial, informational, and competitive. So commercial intent. Are we best in our category? Are we mentioned? Information and authority. When AI explains, how does this work? Does it use your framework or does it use your competitor's framework? Competitive positioning. How do we benchmark our AI responses against our competitors? And then the other thing to audit would be AI answer testing and validation. Are we mentioned, how, where, and can we track revenue loss? Category questions dominance. When customers ask AI a high intent category question, is our brand mentioned at all? Do we have presence? Then positioning. How are we described? If we have presence, then how do we position ourselves? Are we a leader, niche player, or generic provider? Context. In what situation does AI retrieve us? Is it informational, comparison, or are we with purchase-ready questions? And then competitive benchmark. How do AI systems describe and compare us to our competitors? And then you get an executive report. Are you present in AI decisions? Yes or no? And next steps, what to do about that. In the next video, we will do a deep dive into the tech requirements for LLMs.